Okay, let's talk about the absolute most complicated, um, intense family we have encountered in the sources recently.
Mm-hmm.
We're not just reading a drama here. We are dissecting an emotional explosion. I mean, we've got arson, attempted murder, hidden generational gold.
And some truly astonishing corporate power moves. All of this happening within, what, like a 48-hour period?
It's insane.
It is the definition of high-stakes chaos. And for you listening,
Right.
we basically have two major storylines converging. You have this complex crime mystery rooted in the past, and then you have this toxic web of relationships.
Fueled by betrayal and what seems like unacknowledged love.
Exactly.
So our mission is to untangle the motives behind that fire, the one that nearly killed Karan,
Yeah.
and identify the main suspects who are, I mean, they're hiding in plain sight.
And then track the explosive repercussions of all this betrayal. We're giving you the shortcut to understanding the entire mechanism of this family's self-destruction.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And we absolutely have to start where the crisis peaked, which is the arson attack. The sources are crystal clear. Ceylan is the one who saved Karan's life.
An act that, in any normal circumstance, would make her a hero.
Of course. But in the 𝐊𝐔𝐌 family, it deepened the immense, almost institutional hatred against her.
That hatred is basically embodied by one person, Seema. I mean, some of the lines she delivers are genuinely chilling.
Oh, absolutely.
She openly stated that she wished Ceylan had burned like her mother.
No.
The toxicity there isn't just animosity. It's a foundational murderous rage.
And it's so important to analyze the psychology behind that statement. Seema isn't just expressing dislike, right? She's invoking generational trauma. She believes Ceylan is a curse, the consequence of some original family betrayal. By bringing up Ceylan's mother, she's trying to legitimize the current violence.
She's connecting it to a past tragedy to justify the future one she wants.
Precisely. And she doesn't just make threats. She reminds everyone that she, quote, killed Salah without any hesitation. She's emphasizing her willingness to commit extreme violence to protect her vision of family purity. Her power currency is just open, proud sociopathy.
It's terrifying. And this is the context where Karan begins his own investigation. He knows the official channels won't work.
Because the suspects are too close. He has to know that.
Right. And he finds the one piece of evidence that ties this present-day crime to the family's old money past. A unique vintage lighter.
Let's really focus on the details of this clue because they are so crucial to the eventual reveal.
Right.
This isn't just a random Zippo. The sources describe it as custom-made, copper-plated with gold, a highly limited edition.
And it's old, right?
Yeah.
Like 30 years old. It just smells of history and privilege.
You could call it forensic nostalgia. It's an object that's only traceable because it wasn't disposable. It was a status symbol.
And on the metal, there are the initials.
Yeah.
KWY.
Or 𝐊𝐔𝐌𝐀 in the original script. And Karan knows, he just knows these initials are his direct link to the attempted murder.
So he immediately tasks his trusted ally, Jan, with tracing it.
Which is an almost impossible task. I mean, searching antique dealers for a 30-year-old handmade artifact.
Good luck. But the investigation quickly turns from a forensic mystery into a deep family reckoning for Karan.
Because he starts expressing this terrifying suspicion to his inner circle.
What's that?
That the attempt on Ceylan's life and his own survival, it mirrors the original tragedy, the one that killed his own father and Ceylan's mother years ago. He literally says he feels history is repeating itself with different people.
That is the thematic burden of this whole thing, isn't it? The sins of the fathers are quite literally setting the children on fire.
Exactly. If he's right, he isn't fighting a random criminal, he's fighting a deeply entrenched generational plot.
But, you know, the show must go on. Despite almost dying, Karan needs to project stability.
Of course. Corporate theater.
100%. He decides to host this high-stakes business dinner at the mansion to assert 𝐊𝐔𝐿 family prestige. It's just ridiculous.
And the performance requires Ceylan. He insists she attend. He forces her into this role of his public consort.
He even sends her luxurious dresses through IS. He wants the world to see a unified front no matter what's happening behind the marble doors.
And of course, Seema tries to derail the entire thing. She physically tries to lock Ceylan in her room.
She sees Ceylan's presence as a contaminant to the family's image.
Which brings us to Amir. He provides a fascinating contradiction here.
Yeah, what's his angle?
Well, he seems aligned with Seema in a lot of ways, but he's the one who steps in and helps free Ceylan.
So, is it an alliance of convenience? Or is he just playing both sides?
We have to flag that motive as extremely volatile. We just don't know yet.
Okay, so the real game changer happens at the dinner itself. Karan's giving his big speech, trying to lock down partnerships.
And Ceylan just shows incredible, quick-witted agency. She interrupts him.
Yeah.
In public.
She doesn't just interrupt, she completely rewrites the script.
Go on.
She publicly announces that she and Karan are married, a personal partnership to match their corporate one.
Wow. That move immediately neutralizes any gossip, any corporate maneuvering that could have been used against them.
She asserts her position and protects the family name in one swift move. It was brilliant.
A power play of necessity. But the emotional fallout, that must have come later.
Oh, it did. Karan completely lost control when a business guest, this guy named Bora, dared to dance with Ceylan.
And he didn't just, get annoyed. He lashed out violently.
And this brings us to one of the most significant psychological breakthroughs in the sources. The confrontation where Karan finally admits the raw truth.
To Seema, of all people.
To Seema. He tells her he put an end to this man because he is jealous like a maniac. It's the first time he drops that shield of cold contempt.
He admits the unacknowledged desire that's been fueling their hostility all along.
And that admission is revolutionary because it completely redefines their relationship.
It shows Ceylan that his animosity isn't just strategic hatred, it's rooted in fear and emotion. For the first time, contempt is replaced by raw, powerful possessiveness.
But wait, the professional cost of that is huge. Karan, the sharp businessman, immediately expelled Bora from all corporate dealings.
It shows a massive lack of control, doesn't it?
He jeopardized the very business stability he was trying to project, all because he was angry over a dance.
It absolutely does, and that's the insight. His emotional reaction completely outweighed his business sense. It proves that the emotional currency, his feelings for Ceylan, are now more valuable to him than actual corporate stability.
His professionalism has been corrupted by his emotions.
Completely.
Okay, so while Karan and Ceylan are dealing with all this, maniacal jealousy and public announcements, we need to shift gears.
To the other crisis.
To the other section of the family dealing with the stolen gold.
Yes, the Layla and Farid plotline. They're moving ahead with remarkable speed, planning a wedding in, a week? Despite all the turmoil.
And the key fact here is Layla confirms she was the one who hid the gold in the first place.
Right, but the investigation is now totally complicated by Mohammed, the suspect who got a severe blow to the head.
And now he has debilitating memory loss. He is literally a physical key to the gold that cannot be turned.
And this whole situation drives Detective Gulshan to a massive ethical and professional failure. She's operating on her own emotional motives.
Whether that's a misplaced sense of justice, or revenge, or her own feelings for Farid.
It doesn't matter. She takes drastic illegal action.
She kidnaps Mohammed to try and force a confession about the gold's location. This isn't just crossing a line, this is burning the rulebook.
And the consequences are swift and crushing. Farid, her former colleague, has to deliver the news that her career is over.
She'll be fired for this.
Without a doubt. Her obsession, which we see as this desperation for the truth, has destroyed her life.
And this leads to that incredibly intense confrontation where she just lashes out at Farid, accuses him of hypocrisy.
Suggesting his loyalty isn't to justice or her, but purely to Layla and getting that gold back. It's a tragic arc, a character just completely undone by obsession.
So what does this kidnapping leave Layla, Gonka, and Mustafa with?
A very real and pragmatic dilemma. Mohammed is now essentially a permanent resident in their home, a burden because of his amnesia.
But they realize the terrible truth.
He's the only remaining link to the gold. They now have to care for the man they were hunting, just hoping his memory returns in fragments.
That is a fascinating shift. They've gone from hunters to caretakers, all dictated by the value of the knowledge he might have locked away. Now, let's dive back into Ceylan's inner life for a moment before we get to the biggest clue of this deep dive. We learn she keeps the secret diary.
Yes, and this diary is her true emotional fortress. It's where she's honest.
And what does she write?
She writes about her deep, fated love for Karan. She sees their tragic relationship as being dictated not by choice, but by the destructive actions of their fathers.
So, in her mind, love is destiny, but hatred is just circumstance.
That's her way of processing it, yes. And in a well-intentioned but disastrous move, Aisha finds a page from it.
I don't know.
And places it on Karan's desk, hoping to soften his heart by showing him Ceylan's vulnerability.
But Ceylan would be terrified of that.
Exactly. She rushes to get it back before he can read her innermost thoughts. That emotional shield she maintains, it's more important to her than reconciliation at least for now.
While that emotional drama is playing out, Karan's analytical persistence pays off. His focus on the KWY initials on the lighter finally triggers a fragmented childhood memory.
A crucial one. It links the initials to a specific person from the past, a ghost from the previous generation.
The lighter belonged to his late father's close friend, a man named 𝐀𝐁𝐎𝐔𝐌𝐀.
And here it is, the seismic shift that changes everything.
𝐀𝐁𝐎𝐿𝐷 is revealed to be Amir's father.
This is more than just a twist. It means the arson plot is not random. It's not just corporate envy. It is connected directly to Karan's inner circle.
A generational revenge plan engineered by the child of a former ally.
Amir is suddenly thrust from a supporting character with shady loyalties into the prime suspect for attempted murder.
And speaking of Amir, he and Seema are clearly nervous. They know Karan is investigating.
And Seema is explicitly terrified that Karan suspects them.
But Amir's reaction isn't panic. It's arrogant confidence.
He reassures Seema that he operates without error. He boasts that he, quote, walks on the snow and leaves no trace.
That suggests he sees himself as a meticulous professional conspirator. He's not afraid of his power or his actions.
Not at all.
So we have synthesized this chaotic situation into a few very sharp points of insight. The KWY lighter now points directly to Amir's father, making Amir the dangerous internal threat. And on the other side, you have Gulshan's self-destructive path, proving that obsession, whether for justice or for gold, is toxic.
And the power dynamics have been completely inverted. Ceylan's marriage announcement leveraged her personal connection for corporate stability.
And Karan's sudden admission of jealousy proved that raw, unacknowledged emotion is the driving force behind all his calculated decisions.
The true cost of this family legacy is generational hatred and ongoing violence.
Absolutely. So, here's the final thought for you to consider. Given that Karan now knows the lighter connects the crime back to 𝐀𝐁𝐎𝐿𝐷 Amir's father, and Seema is paralyzed by the fear that Karan suspects them both, a confrontation feels imminent.
It has to be.
So will Karan target Amir directly for the attempted murder? Or will he use this deadly secret, which implicates Seema by association and fear, to completely neutralize her power within the company and the family for good? That is the dangerous calculation he is left with.